So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way. Down the numbers. There he goes. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This time, Jackson will throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Joey Sly lining
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st down, Brooklyn.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Barons.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Panthers 7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Barons 16, Panthers 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
16. Joey Slide to kick off for Carolina.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel
touchdown! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Daniels has it left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets,
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw again is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Back at the 31-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go again. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the screen. 19 tight.
Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys have once again taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Take over 1st
Smart quarterback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18,
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And a give this time to the tailback. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
13 yards.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
On the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd down, Haskins. Now he's forced out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop, They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 6.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 3. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Steps away to his left. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Good. That ties the game, 31-31. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here,
Haskins to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brooklyn.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Safety screen. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
First throw of overtime for Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Brooklyn first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
This time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
34.
And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Troy Apke. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.